The release of Season 12's 10th episode was set on the 17th of December 2021, and fans were devastated to learn that they won't get another Blue Bloods episode for the rest of the year. Many started to question whether the show will ever come back at all. Watch till the end to find out. Firstly, the delay. Blue Bloods fans adore the series, which has been shown on CBS since 2010. What they don't like, however, is that they're now in a 3-week hiatus. That's true, the episode on December 10th, 2021 was the final one of the year. While Danny and Baez's love, or rather partnership, Jamie and Henry's wholesome interactions, and Eddie's astrological storyline left viewers delighted, it also led them to believe that the plot would take them up the next Friday, December 17th. CBS provided fans with some form of closure by announcing the release date for the new episode to be the 7th of January, 2022, as the show took a 2-week-long Christmas hiatus. Through CBS's official 10-episode press release, we were able to gather some fresh official teaser scoops for the upcoming new episode 10 of Blue Bloods' current season 12. So right now, we're going to check into it. Next, what's in store? To begin, CBS informed us that the actual title of this new episode 10 is Old Friends. According to the synopsis, episode 10 will have some extremely controversial, exciting, action-packed, dramatic, fascinating, emotional, and maybe suspenseful sequences. CBS's official description for episode 10 reads like this. An illegal drug shipment arriving in New York City forces Danny to partner up with his Texas Ranger associate, Major Waylon Gates, Lyle Lovett, to find the narcotics before they flood the streets. Also, Jamie makes a concerning discovery about a former mentor as he helps a neighbor handle a gambling debt, and Frank receives pushback from Mayor Chase over his handling of a brawl between demonstrators and police officers at a protest. Now we have appearances. A few guest stars will appear in episode 10. They are James McCaffrey, Sergeant Kevin Coolidge, Brad Fraser, Terry Howard, DeLance Mindfree, Jason Reeves, and Joseph Raymond Lucero, Juan Carlos Lopez. Josh Crody reprised his role as Officer Christopher Zeal, Olivia Biderman reprised her role as Tracy, Matt Consalvo reprised his role as Officer Myers, Mateo D'Amato reprised his role as Rudy, Jamal James reprised his role as Officer Paul Salter, and Kyle Moore reprised his role as Officer Paul Salter. A few recurring characters will appear in episode 10. They are Abigail Hawk, Abigail Baker, Gregory Jabara, DCPI Garrett Moore, Robert Clohessy, Lieutenant Gormley, Stephen Sherpipa, Anthony Abatamarco, Andrew Teresiano, Sean Reagan, Lyle Lovett, Texas Ranger Major Waylon Gates, and Dylan Walsh, Mayor Chase. Tom Selleck, Frank Reagan, Donnie Wahlberg, Danny Reagan, Bridget Moynahan, Erin Reagan, Will Estates, Jamie Reagan, Len Carrio, Henry Reagan, Marisa Ramirez, Detective Maria Baez, and Vanessa Ray, Eddie Janko, are among the season regulars who will be featured in episode 10. What streamed during the hiatus? While episode 10 is set to release tonight, what did CBS show in place of the brand new episode 10 of Blue Bloods' current season 12 during the 3-week hiatus? We soon discovered what they'd be broadcasting, and it turned out that CBS had scheduled a few Blue Bloods repeat episodes for you. They re-aired In Too Deep, the 7th episode of season 11 from last year. Next Friday night, December 24th, CBS re-aired the 2nd episode of the last season 11 titled In the Name of the Father. This was followed by another re-airing last Friday night. The series will resume on January 7th with the release of Old Friends, followed by On the Arm the following Friday. It's anticipated that the series' momentum would continue throughout the new year. Following the shorter 16-episode installment last year, viewers are still wondering how long the current season will go. The series, which usually has 22 episodes, has had to shorten its previous runs owing to the COVID-19 pandemic's impact. Ian Biderman penned the script for episode 12 and Jacqueline Tejada directed it, so we can hope to be able to see those too. Next, in other Blue Bloods news, Tom Selleck may now add another achievement to his long list of achievements. CBS secretly issued a press statement with some significant information. Tom, who played Frank Reagan, is now credited as an executive producer of Blue Bloods, with Kevin Wade, Ian Baderman, Brian Burns, Soban Byrne O'Connor, and Dan Truly. We can't say we're shocked by the news, having been a part of the cast from the show's premiere on September 24th, 2010. In fact, we're more surprised surprised that he hasn't already been an EP. After all, if anybody knows how to make a cop procedural even better, it's the guy who made his acting debut in one of the most popular investigative shows to ever grace our screens. We're referring to Tom's appearance in Magnum P.I. for those who are a little too young for that reference. Nonetheless, this is really exciting news. Tom will have a greater influence in the direction of the program takes as an executive producer. While he will still have no power over the authors, his new position will offer him greater clout. So, who knows? Maybe it means Danny and Baez will have a romance, after all. Well, probably not, but we can hope, right? Now let's talk about Alex Kingston. Fans of the long-running cop drama Blue Bloods were undoubtedly shocked to see actress Alex Kingston appear in Season 12, Episode 9, Firewall, given that she hasn't featured on the program since a cameo appearance in 2016. Kingston previously appeared in Season 6, Episode 17, Friends in Need, as Commander Sloane Thompson, via IMDb. In that episode, Sloane is introduced as New York City Police Commissioner Frank Reagan's colleague. Sloane travels to New York with a group of British police officers interested in learning more about counterterrorism tactics. Sloane doubts the veracity of the department's access to its British counterparts in her debut appearance on Blue Bloods. She subsequently apologizes to her superiors for her charges, but Frank assures her she has nothing to apologize for, and the two decide to have dinner together. Sloane asks Frank back to her hotel room for a drink after dinner. Despite the fact that this sequence is not seen on screen, Frank accepts the offer. Kingston's filmography, on the other hand, extends far beyond the CBS series. You might remember her from a few other roles. In ER, she portrayed Elizabeth Corday. In Doctor Who, she portrayed River Song. She played Dinah Lance in 7 episodes of Arrow. Next, Bridget Moynahan. Bridget Moynahan, 50, stated in an interview with Elle on Friday, December 17th, that it would be wrong for her to comment on anything she doesn't know about in the context of her former Sex and the City co-star Chris Noth's sexual assault allegation. The model's remark came only one day after The Hollywood Reporter published an investigative piece in which 2 women revealed their alleged encounters with Noth, 67. The Good Wife alum reportedly raped her from behind after they met in 2004, according to one of the women. Zoe, a pseudonym to protect her identity, the second woman, named Lily, claimed that Noth was having sex with me from the back in a chair. We were in front of a mirror. I was kind of crying as it happened. Now for Abigail Hawk. Abigail Hawk plays a real-life hero in the award-winning short film Distemper, who assisted in stopping the spread of a disease that claimed the lives of approximately 2 million people. Hawk discusses the real-life Dr. Louise Pierce, who she plays in the film, with Pix 11 News' Ojanika Obikwe. On Blue Bloods, she plays a police detective when she isn't playing a doctor. Hawk talked on how the world has evolved over time. She also discussed her Mother's Day preparation with Oji, as well as her hula hooping abilities. Let's dive into Will Estes. Jamie Reagan is played by Will Estes on Blue Bloods. He described what it's like to work with Tom Selleck. After more than a decade of working with the Hollywood legend, the Reagan family has become well known to Blue Bloods watchers over the years. With each passing season, it becomes clearer that while all of the family members have strong relationships and mutual respect, Jamie admires Frank the most and cherishes his expertise and lessons the most, whereas Danny and Erin are quick to question Frank's decision. Jamie is always willing to offer an ear to see what he may learn from his father. As it turns out, Will Estes, who portrays him, takes the same method in real-life interactions with Tom Selleck, who plays Frank on set. It's funny, Tom isn't that different from the commissioner, Will reveals in an interview with Looper. He is really so professional. He is so studied. He knows his character inside and out. You come on set and you know you're working with somebody who's very well studied and very professional and executes time and time again every scene. You need to be on your toes when you work with him, which makes it a lot of fun. We believe we can speak for all fans when we say it's fun to watch too. But according to Will, it's not only about how well studied Tom is on set, it's also about the fact that he's prepared to handle every component of the program, much as Frank is knowledgeable about every aspect of the NYPD and even sections of the DA's office. That's a wrap for this video. Thanks for watching.